Today we're going to go over 120 super tips markers from Crayola. I'm super excited for this. I've done the 100 before, but I have not done the 120. The 120 includes markers that are 100 regular and 20 silly cents. And the 100 that are just markers are not labeled, unfortunately. I know you guys want them labeled. I want them labeled too. Hopefully that will happen someday. And then you guys have also asked me about if these markers, like there's a difference between Italy and Vietnam producing these. Apparently my old ones were from Italy and they had different color names than the ones from Vietnam. So this box is from Vietnam. I'm not exactly sure if they're the same as the 100 from Vietnam, but I would think they would be, but you never know. You never know. You have to just open them up and check. But we're going to do the 120 today. So we're going to go through and we're going to swatch these today. And I'm going to have a swatch sheet for you guys so you guys can follow along. I'm going to show you how to label them. You don't necessarily need the names if you label them correctly, because then you'll be able to use whatever color you want later. You can even make up your own names for them, because even if you don't know the color names, if you have them labeled in a swatch chart, guess what? You can use them for whatever you want. You will know what color it is, and a lot of the times the caps don't actually match the color that comes out, so it's super important to know what the color is. With a swatch chart, you can do that. I did email Crayola and they got back to me and they told me the names. The thing is, they told me sleeves. So it was like sleeve 1 and they had black with red, and I know in my box black did not come in red. So I don't know if mine got sorted somehow or something, I'm not sure, but mine were a little bit different. So I'm gonna have to go through each color and match them up again, which is gonna be kind of annoying, but I'll do that, and I will get those names like in a month or two from the ones that they gave me. I'm gonna leave a link below to where to get these markers. I got them off of Amazon, and right now they're not currently available, but you never know, they could be soon. And I can leave a link to Walmart too to see if they're there, because sometimes you check Amazon, they're there, sometimes not. But you can get the 100 if you cannot get the 120, and you'll still get a lot of cool colors, and then you could get the silly cents by themselves, and you could have all the colors that are in this pack. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know that you guys like super tips because you've told me this before, and I get asked about super tips a lot, and I love them too. You can use them for bullet journaling, you can letter with them, you can color with them. I love to color with them. They're super fun, but there's so many different uses. And then hopefully one day Crayola will put the names on these, and then we'll all be happy because we'll know exactly what color we're coloring with. All right, let's get this started. Here is our 120 box of super tips, and here's the chart. And I'll have this link below so you can get it. We're not naming them today because they are not named. So let's look at this. Very interesting. They put the names of the silly cents on here. So it's just basically silly cents plus the 100 colors. This is the Vietnam box. A lot of people have been asking about this. My other box is from Italy. This one is from Vietnam, so it'll have those colors on it. You guys will be able to see all the colors. We're gonna put these separate. We're just gonna do the order that's on here today. So let's open the box. On the top here, these are all the colors that are the super tips. They are not the scented ones. So look in here, and they're actually in color order, besides these ones right here, which are the silly cents. We are going to take these out like this. So they're already kind of in color order. So what I'm going to do is just stand them up here, and we're going to swatch them in the order they are. Then we are going to label them. You can put this swatch sheet in the box so you always know what colors you have, which is what I recommend, because even if you don't know the names, if you have numbers associated with the colors, then you will always know the names of your markers, or you'll at least know what the markers are. You can assign your own names to them. You can do whatever you want. These are the silly cents. You notice that they have the silly cent. I'll probably arrange these in color order since they already have their names on them, and they're not arranged in color order right now. Let's look at the box just a tad more in detail. I'm just going to show you. This is the UPC. It's a 120, so it's a -0-200, so it's the first box of 120. There might be another box of 120, I'm not sure. It was made in 2019. I don't know if you can get this box anymore per se, but you can get the Vietnam box with the 100 colors. that's about it. It's just has the silly scents on the front. I had to wait like a few months to get this. I tried on Amazon and they were totally sold out. We are going to be super duper close today. This is actually a little zoomed out, but I just want to make sure you guys can see this and not my thumb or my fingers. Because that's like one of my least favorite things is when you guys see my fingers all the time. We're going to see if these are in the order that they are on the box. What we're going to do is we're going to use this Sharpie right here. We'll assign it a number on here, and then we will write the number with a Sharpie. We're just going to start. We're going to get the first one out. I'm going to show you the cap color so you guys will know, and then we'll go forward from that point. So this is very close. And I did it in circles today. The color is a lot different than what lays down. So when you're labeling these, you really have to, and we could do, you know, a little bit more on one side than the other. So we get like a gradient kind of. All right. So now I'm going to do all my labeling in black. So we will have the same labeling for everything, okay? You guys can go through these with me, doing it in a circular motion. Then we can just kind of do it a little bit more. That one does not look as good as this one, but so this is 2. And then we're doing a corresponding 2 on here. All right, the next one is this color. Again, I do not know the exact names of these colors because they are not provided, but we'll hopefully find those out soon. Just doing a little bit of a gradient. I decided to do this instead because I love the circular motion, especially with markers. I don't know if I'll change all my swatch sheets to this, but it's kind of fun to do. That. Can really smell this Sharpie. Sharpies are very strong for sure. So we get our little gradient there. Super tips are really good for like bullet journaling. Lots of fun for coloring. I love them for coloring. They're really nice. It's like fun to guess at what these names could be. But I just wanted to make this accessible to everyone. That way, if you have, it sounds like there's different colors. So if you have different colors, you will be able to use this chart also. And your colors are going to be slightly different than when you put them down once they dry. And if you layer them, which I'm doing right now, you'll see a little bit of a gradient. I'm just going to do like a zigzag pattern here. There we go. So it's as simple as that. You can do this with any supply that you don't know the names of, so that way you'll know what they are when you go to use them. And then you can arrange them like that in the box. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. That way you definitely know what is going on. Look how pretty that is. I love gradients. I'm just actually throwing them over there after I label them. I'll put them back in order, but I'm just throwing them to the side right now. This paper is, I don't know if it's the best for, it's the paper that actually Tombow recommends, but I don't know if I'm super in love with it. It's definitely better. It's good for markers, not good at all for colored pencils. Oh, that one's a lot. Look at that one. Look at how different the cap. Oh, I need to show you guys the cap colors. I'm sorry, someone asked me that in like a Sharpie video. Show the cap colors. Make sure I show the cap colors, which I'm not always good at, so I'll make sure I show them to you. This is the next one. Pause for a second, which I'm like, oh, I just want to get it done. I don't want my video to be like 20 minutes long. Well, actually, they're more than 20 minutes, but 13. Next color. This is the cap. I feel like how I'm double doing it with the, the Sharpie over here in my other hand. I don't know if it's the best, but we're getting a little bit of pilling on that one. Okay, 14. 14. All right, let's see. So different than the cap. That looks, but it also will dry a little bit different too. But I'm just taking these out of the order they came in the box, so hopefully that helps you guys too. So I know sometimes people are like, what? So later when I get the names, we can do like another one where I go and I label all the names of these for you guys. Hopefully that will be helpful, but if we have them already labeled, that way you'll know which one is what. You can watch the video in two parts. First for labeling and then second for the names. Did I show this one yet? I think that one's peach, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Right. They're very pretty. Oh, I didn't do the gradient. And then even when I get the names, I might just leave the number on it. For me, I just need to know a way to label them, so if I'm using them again, that way if I'm doing my work and stuff too, I can know which colors I used. Okay. Let me know if you guys like this angle. Oh wow, this one. Did I show the cap on that last one? I need to, like, in my head, show the cap. Here's the cap with the color. 20. There is the possibility that some of these could roll around in your box, or mine have rolled around, so I wouldn't say 100% certain that our colors are in the same order. This is that one. It's a lot more bright on the actual marker is a lot more bright. So if yours are a little bit off, don't worry. If mine are a little bit off, they can definitely change where they're at while they're traveling. This one is the next one. need like a label maker to be like, hey, do you want to sponsor a video? Okay, that 23 looks like a 25. My handwriting's not the best sometimes. Okay. And that one doesn't really do much gradient. So here's the real 25. Oh, and the cap for that one. This is the next cap. It's just a little bit lighter. And I will have to compare these to the other box I got. It'll be interesting to see if the colors, someone said the color names are different. I wonder like if the actual colors are different or if it's just the color names. Oh my gosh, I don't know if we had neon in the last one. That's definitely a neon. That's really cool. So I feel like Crayola has this hidden gem in their line, which is these markers. I don't think they realize the potential that these markers have, because the mild liners are so popular and they only come in like 25 colors, and you have super tips that come in so many more colors. Here's the one for the next one, and they could totally be marketing these as like an adult line. Put the names on them, slap the names on them. Ooh, that one did a really good gradient. That's my thing, especially with this highlight one. I don't know why they came out with the take note, but I'm like, just turn your super tips into take note. You have 100. We don't know yet if the 20 silly cents are just renamed or what. I'm thinking they are, because your silly cent line, you would want like existing colors so people would be familiar. Like you want to have a good palette, and usually start that with, you know, red, blue, green. This is the cap for that one. Okay. Okay. This is a cap for that one. I have a feeling this is olive green. It doesn't look it low. Look at that cap comparatively. I like this chart. I didn't know if I was going to. Like, I'm gonna have to make all my charts. Okay, this is 34. Like this. I would do this, though I would make another chart to make it prettier. But this one is this one. It will probably dry lighter, so it might be more accurate. 35. This is the cap that goes with that one. Okay, this one, when I took it out, the cap had come off a little bit, so I think it was dry. So I don't know. I will try to bring it back, but I'm not getting a ton of color. A little bit. I think I will have to try to revive that one, which I have been reviving markers, which is awesome. This is the cap color. I don't know if it would be darker, but the cap was not attached in the box, so who knows. It was dry. Which is kind of a big disappointment because you can't buy these separately. Which would be nice if you could, but you can't. Anyway, these markers, the amount of colors they have, also compete with Tombow. So Crayola, up your game, label them. Start marking them as adult markers because people love them. They can be highlighters, they can be colors. They're really great for everything. We are on to the 40s. This is going by pretty fast, quickly, considering how many there are. This is the cap for that one. 41. Cap for that one, which is a lot lighter than the actual marker. Interesting. Oh, I like that one. It's like a teal color. Look at how dark that goes. Wow, look at that. Okay, 43. This is the cap. This is the cap. Ooh, this one's super dark. This is the cap for that one. Another super dark color. They almost look the same. This cap for that one. Another one that looks very similar. This is the cap for that one. Just realized I have something weird in here. Oh, okay, that's much better. I was, you know, when I saw this cap, I was like, I wonder why they put it there. But it's super blue. That's why. The cap is not that blue. The cap is a lot more green. Interesting, right? Right. $49. Cap for that one. This one looks purple. Let's see if it's purple. Yeah, I don't know why they put it here because we're still in the greens. Interesting. It could be one that like moved around in shipping, honestly. The cap also does look purple. So. Interesting, interesting. It's okay, we're just swatching them in the order we have them in the box. We could really see, this would be a good, it's comparable to, these two are comparable to mild liners because they would be good to highlight stuff with because you can still see through them. They're very pretty colors. That paper. This is the cap color for that one. This one looks a little very gray on the cap. It is gray. Okay. 54. Here's the cap on this one. 55. This one's very blue. 56. That does not look like a 6. There we go. Here's a cap on that one. That one's a dark color. Okay. 57. $58. Okay, cap on that one. And we get to 60. Ooh, that one's like a green. I would put that over there because that one's greener. 60. Cap on that one. Another bluish one. Okay. That one's not nearly as dark as what was laid down. Very interesting. Okay, cap on that one. All I can smell is this Sharpie. I wonder what if it'll change when I get out the silly scents. Okay, cap on that one. Cap on this one. Oh, this one's very dark. Cap on this one. Oh, we're starting to get into the purples here. It's a lot darker than the cap. There's the cap on that one. Ooh, I like that. Very soft purple. 8. Here's a cap on that one. Cap on that one. That one's a very dark purple. There's a cap on that one. And now we're starting to get back into the red, like red violets, and then we even have some oranges and stuff coming up, which I'm not sure what was their rationale for putting these with these, but whatever. There's a cap on this one. Definitely is more violet than the other one, than the cap. Like the cap is more violet than the actual, or red than the actual marker. That's pretty. It's darker than the cap. Okay. Very red. 73. Here's the cap on this one. On this one. Oh, that one's a pretty color. There's a cap. I'll put the cap on and put him in. Cap for the next one. I think this one's almond. That looks like an almondy color to me. Maybe we're starting to get into the browns is why they threw them in. This one's a lot darker than that one, but we're at 80, so we just have 40 more to go. There's this one. It's a lot more orangey, the cap. 81. Here's the cap color for that one, which is a lot lighter. That one's a lot greener. Cap color, again a lot lighter. Okay. All right. 84. If I can write an 8. It's a super pretty color palette. You can create lots of color combinations with all of these colors. Which is something I want to get more into. It's hard because I'm like, I feel like I've been showing you guys all the supplies, but I want to really show you guys how to create all these cool color combinations with them. Okay, 86. Which is a lot lighter. Again, the cap. Cap color is darker to me, it seems. Okay. Cap color, which is again lighter. They're just not accurate. Now we're starting to get into the grays. Oh yeah, that one's definitely gray. This gray would be really good for shadows. Again, another gray that's good for shadows. Any light gray is really good for shadows. Even though the marker doesn't look like it, it is a light gray. This is another light gray. They all have different tones. Actually, this one, even though the cap, that other one was darker. This cap is lighter, but look how much darker the color is. Interesting, huh? Yeah, I think that one was silver because the cap looked a little silver to me. You know, okay, 94. Ah, can I put them? Okay, 94. Then we got 95. This is definitely bluer. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay. 96. Cap color. This one's green. $97. $97. So we're almost gonna get into our silly cents. $98. That one's a lot. The cap is a lot lighter than that marker. Don't ask me why. 99. Which is dark. The cap is not as dark as this. And then, I know this one's black, but we're not gonna write it. We've got 100. Okay. All right, here is this box. We're just gonna dump them out because they're all names. And we're just gonna sort these really fast and start putting them in color order. So that way we can get all these looking really pretty together. Got our browns over here. There is no black in here. Interesting. I feel like there's a black silly sense. I don't know. Maybe these are unique colors. We will see. Okay. So we've got them all. We don't have to label them this time. We're just going to label the little whatever dot above it. Now these are going to smell. This one's cherry. Okay. Oh wow, that one's purple. I guess it should have been right here, but it did not look that purple. So different, so different. Fruit punch. Okay. This one is cotton candy. I have one that wants to join me. Wildberry. Watermelon. They are coming out with new silly scents this year, which I'm very excited for. Ooh, that one's a pretty color. Orange. Flower. Flower is not usually this color, but I guess usually they have flower with like a blue. I don't know. I wonder if these are similar to the other silly scents. I'm not sure. Pineapple. A lighter yellow. Popcorn. Who doesn't love popcorn? Well, this one's going to be like, this one should have been over here, I guess, but oh well. This is definitely more vibrant. Lemon. You know what? I'm going to switch. Just going to have a little dot there. Oh well. Lime. Green apple. Which is, that one was definitely gray. Pine tree. Oh, so this one's called Fresh Air. Ooh, it's very nice blue. I wonder if they did that because so they didn't have, they did the flower orange this time. I don't know. That one's pretty. Blueberry smells good too. Okay. Next one. I wonder how many silly scents there are. I don't know. I guess that's my next thing to do, is track all the silly scents. I did a post like when they first came out of all of them. I've tried to pick up the boxes, but I've not been the best at like actually posting about them. Root beer. I feel like they've come out with a lot. That one is like very light compared to the color on the thing. Ice cream. Who doesn't love ice cream? So I feel like the color palette might be different. We'll see if these are unique colors. Spice cake. Kind of sound. I don't know. I don't recognize spice cake. So I'm not sure. This one's marshmallow. MA. Here is our filled in swatch chart. I think these are really super pretty. I'm trying to take a look. So I'm looking at this popcorn. That looks like it's a unique color. Pineapple looks like it's a unique color. Orange flower, similar to 24, but not quite. Watermelon kind of looks like these in here, maybe 18 a little bit. Marshmallow, maybe it's unique. Spice cake looks like 86, but I'm not sure. Ice cream looks like 78. Root beer looks like 80. Beach, maybe this one, but not quite. Blueberry looks a little bit like 61. Fresh Air, looks like 53 a little bit in Pine Tree. So some of these might be unique, but some of them might not be. I'm not sure. So that'd be really interesting to investigate. If we knew the color names of these, then we could go off of that. We don't exactly know them, but what do you guys think of this swatch chart? Do you like the circles? I love the circles. I think they look awesome. I love this swatch chart. I am so excited to color with these. Check out my other super tips video, especially if you have the Italy box. And as soon as I get the names from Crayola, I will do another video naming these. So we'll do the same chart, but instead we will put in all of the names. So that way you guys can have the names too. All right, have a great day and we'll see you in the next video.